I became gluten-free in January 2013. I had an issue with companies that I thought were gluten-free. They claimed that they were gluten-free, and I had major issues. I got sick, very, very sick for some of those products that were claiming gluten-free. Not gluten-free, but formulated without gluten, and so I went through those, and those made me ill. And then I went through companies that claimed they were gluten-free, but I found out some of the ingredients, and I will list that down below. As far as tocopherol acetate, that is one of the ingredients that I really do my research on, asking numerous customer service reps. I will send multiple emails, seeing if there's any contradictions to ingredient, whether or not it was safe. Most of the USA products that use those ingredients are not gluten-free. They come from a gluten source, unless a company says they come from avocado or rice bran. That ingredient comes from one of those gluten-free sources. I am not touching that brand or that company or that product with a 10-foot pole, whether you say it's gluten-free or not. The brand that I'm going to discuss now is a certified gluten-free product. It is very hard in the makeup industry to regulate that, so that's the reason when I get products, I test them. For one thing, I am super sensitive. I've discussed that in my gluten-free journey. That information is in now. I used to list that below, but I now list it in the About section of my channel. It'll be a pop-up, and I'll just link that for my gluten-free journey. You guys can check out those videos if you want. They are in the very beginning of my gluten-free video making, so they are not the highest quality. I was filming on my laptop at that time, not on a camera. I use my iPhone, just so you guys know, and I work with natural lighting. There is nothing fancy, but I try to get the information out for you guys so that you know, if you're like me, or you're just starting out, products that you can trust. I am not one of those people that can eat gluten-free one day and eat gluten the next, not have a reaction, or not be extremely ill. The makeup I take very seriously, because 6 months after I became diagnosed in January 2013, I had a severe reaction to a product, a mascara that had hydrolyzed wheat protein. All the research that I was doing at that time indicated even top medical clinics were saying that it cannot be absorbed through your skin, or, you know, this was a mascara. I didn't eat it. Wasn't anywhere near my mouth. It was around my eyes, and I stroke-like symptoms. I am throwing that out there. I know this video will probably get a little long based on the products that I review, but I want to make sure that you guys know that up front. It is the Zuzu line. They're certified gluten-free. They are NPA certified natural, which means they're 100% natural ingredients, plant oils, extracts from sea, botanical, and they never have any harsh chemicals in them. And let's see, what are the other notes that I made? No artificial preservatives, fragrances, or colors. They're 100% vegan. No parabens and free of phthalates. They are soy-free, talc-free, which I've done a lot of research. There are a lot of gluten-free products that contain talc. I'm getting away from those because talc has been linked to cancers, and that runs in my family, and I'm doing everything I can to try to prevent that. But anyway, going back to the products, they are lead-free, and they are USA made, except for the pencil. So, and just to let you guys know that. They carry makeup products. They have powders, eyeshadows, mascara, eyeliners, both pencil and pen forms, which that's a new product that I'm trying out. I'll get into that. They also have nail polishes, which are certified gluten-free as well. They are 5-free, they're vegan, and so yeah, definitely check those out. Again, Leaping Bunny approved. Let's get on to the products that I have tried. They have an option to build your own palette. They're $6.95. The eyeshadow refills that you put into the palette, or you can buy separately, are $11 a piece. They have matte, satin, metallics, and shimmers. The mattes have no shine or shimmer. The satins are velvet matte base with subtle sparkle. Metallics are the iridescent shimmers. And then they have shimmer, which is bright luminescence. And so, again, I want to mention the tocopherol acetate that I mentioned is made from comes from the source avocado. So I've investigated that. And most of their ingredients go on to their ingredient list. They will tell you what source they come from, and you can weigh whether or not that you would like them. There might be the titanium dioxide, which is a natural sunscreen. That's an issue. I'm not quite sure about that. And there is silica, which it's a mineral form, but that's a line, but it's better than talc. So yeah, there's no talc in these products, and that is one ingredient. I noticed that when I started looking at ingredients for gluten, I got more in tune to what different ingredients were in products, and so there were certain things that I decided I wanted to weed out. And you guys can do your own research on that, figure out what is important to you, what you want to avoid. But my priority is gluten-free. Then I start looking at different other ingredients and kind of weeding those out. My second one is talc. I do have a couple things. I think I only have one thing now, or a couple things that have talc in it. But if I can find an alternative product for that is gluten-free and I think the ingredients are safer, then I am going that route. Items that I have are the Zuzu Luxe powder. Now you guys have seen me mention these in a Vitacost haul. One I did have to have replaced from Zuzu Luxe. When I ordered from Vitacost, the powder got crushed. Vitacost does not offer the refills. Zuzu Luxe does, so you keep the compact. I didn't want to have 2 compacts and nothing in it, so I went ahead and just bought the refill from Zuzu Luxe. The products that I got are the D10, so these are now the foundations that I own. This is really light. This is what I'm wearing now. I will let you guys know that it will, I think it's called oxidize, which it turns a little darker. I thought this was going to be too light based on the color that's in the pan, but it actually turns out to be a very lovely color. There is not that much difference between the D10 and the D14. Now they look, D14 is a little darker. I notice it has a little bit more of a pink undertone, which I like because it's a lot closer to the Cover FX P30 that I really love. But you know, this is great, more of a natural product. I think these are dual powder foundations. I do not use. It has a little section here that you keep the sponge in. I don't use the sponges. I just don't. I throw those away. I prefer brushes and I use those instead. But either one of these works for me either time. So I can, if I want my face to be a little more or bronzed, then I will use the D14. But the D10, like I said, which I'm wearing now, evens out my skin. I think it looks very natural with what I'm wearing. No pink undertones. Which the Cover FX, the P30, sometimes can make me look a little pink. I think this is a very natural cover for me. And I really like it. It's a very, you can build it up. I use a duo fiber brush, and so that leaves me a light to medium coverage. If you want to use a dense brush, you can get a full coverage with this. And if you use the sponge, if you like the sponges, that would give you a very full coverage. I do have a little bit with all powder foundations. If I get a little dry, it will cling to flaking. But one thing that I will mention, I love the Acure Organic toner. It's a mist. I will spray that on and it kind of gets rid of that and I don't have an issue. I mentioned with the eyeshadows, they have an option to make a palette. It comes in the box like this, so you would have 4 different sections. This is what the product itself looks like. And then you were able to pick out 4 different shadows. Now, I couldn't just pick 4, I had to pick 6, and I'll explain this little palette in a little bit. But the colors that I got are just absolutely gorgeous. Now, it comes with the palette itself, and it comes with a brush. I do not care for these brushes. The brush that it comes with is, let me take these out for you guys, not very functional to me, so I placed 2 orders. I got 2 of these. The brush that actually came in the palette is very similar, except for one side is slanted, so I guess you could use it as an eyeliner type brush, and then the other side is just a flat packed brush. Again, the slanted one is flat as well, and then the ones that you get free in the box, they're both flat on the end. But I do not find these functional. They're too small for my eyes. This is probably the only thing that I would use, but it's not functional, so I just don't put it in there. I prefer different ones. The colors that I have picked out, Hourglass is a subtle sand matte color, and I'm working with natural light, so hopefully this will show up for you guys. So the first color, it is a very true to my natural skin tone, so it may not even show up, but it is a lighter color. This is perfect for highlighting or perfect all over neutral color, base color. You can use this, and so that's what that looks like. The next color that I have is Alias, and Alias is described as a soft fawn brown. Again, this is matte. This one is not very pigmented. It takes a couple passes, I will let you guys know that. This is what that color looks like in the swatch, and then here is what it looks like in the pan. So honestly, it's a color I thought I was going to be able to use as an eyeliner, and it turns out that is not going to be the case. The next color is absolutely my favorite color, and this is the color in Ritual. This is what, I don't know if you guys can see, you can kind of see the glow, but Ritual is what I'm wearing on my lids now. And again, I am a very neutral type of girl, so I just have it on my lid and then I kind of blend it up. So if I can use one shadow to get a look, that's great. This one definitely has a satin tone to it, and it is described as a satin peach shimmer. And here is the color you guys can see right here. So it does have a shimmer to it. There's the close-up. And this is what it looks like in the pan. So this is my favorite color, and I knew I was going to love that. Anybody familiar with Urban Decay? I think it was a Midnight Cowboy. I think that's the one that had like it was a peach with almost a gold type fleck. I like this because it doesn't have gold flecks. It's got that undertone of gold to it. A little bit of a flash, and I really like that. So that's kind of replacement. Urban Decay used to also have a color called Mildew, and I wouldn't touch Urban Decay shadows. Do not think that they are gluten-free. They're not cruelty-free. Yeah, I knew ways. So their ingredients aren't that great either. But this is another color I kind of got because I used to love those two colors, the Midnight Cowboy and the Mildew. And so when I saw these colors and then when I got them and they look very close. The color is called Sanctuary. It is a soft moss green with gold, which is very similar to what Mildew was at Urban Decay. So this is the color here, and then what it looks like in the pan. And again, this is the color Hourglass. This is the color Alias. Then we have the color Ritual, and then we have the color Sanctuary. So those are the first four colors that I have. And again, those fit perfectly in a magnetic case, and this is just great. And I just use my brushes that I use it's usually Real Techniques, I believe, and I'm not sure what the other brushes I have offhand for my makeup, but this is a perfect compact. But again, I picked up 6 instead of the 4, so I needed a compact. Red Apple Lipstick has a duo compact, which I really love. Zuzu Luxe shadows fit perfectly in here. They do not fall out. They are secure. And then the bolder colors that I decided to pick up, and it's crazy because just like my Red Apple lipsticks, I'm going to use some of the Zuzu Luxe products for now as a blush, and this color is one that I chose to do that with. This color is the color Bubblegum, and it is described as a neutral rose matte. So that's the reason I thought it would work perfect as a blush, and it is a medium pigmented color. It is not chalky at all, and so this is the color that it swatches, and this is a perfect blush color. I'm not wearing this now, but I have worn this, and it looks a little bit more burgundy in here than it is, but it's a very true soft mauve color. So I think this will be perfect for fall, winter. I've been wearing this in the summer, so that's just an amazing color. Again, I've been trying out these products because I wanted to make sure that they worked for me. I didn't have any reaction to them whatsoever, and I will definitely be ordering more of these as well. So the last color that I have is called Vinyl. The name got to me. I just love vintage names, and maybe that's, some of these have vintage names, but Vinyl. I'm a vinyl girl. I'm one of those girls. We had a couple months ago in our hometown. It is kind of a record sale, and so at our local pub, the radio station puts it on. All the money that they raise goes to their charity of their choice, and all they sell is records. And I went, and I didn't get everything that I wanted, or most of things, but I got some really great classic, got Journey, those kind of classic 80 bands. So yeah, I love vinyl. I like the old-fashioned stuff. I like the sound, you know, so I did that. So when vinyl came up on the Zuzu Luxe eyeshadows, I definitely picked this up. This is a deep blue violet with silver. You know, going back to when I said Urban Decay, they had the silver flecks in it. I don't pick up a lot of silver, which is great because I don't want that fallout in my eye. I'm not crazy about that, but this has a subtle, I can see it in the light, but I'm not sure if you're going to see it online, but this is the color right here, the deep blue violet color, and it is described as a satin. So remember, that will be a velvet matte base with subtle sparkles, so nothing over top. I did not get any metallics or any shimmers. I'm over 40. I didn't think I was going to like some shimmers until I started trying Red Apple lipstick. Then I picked up the 100% Pure. I will link that video for you guys to see as well. And so I thought I would give Zuzu Luxe a try, and this, I am surprised. This is just amazing, and I like this. But yeah, like I was saying, over 40, I don't want metallic, or like they even have the shimmer that's bright luminescent. I don't think that looks attractive on my complexion or my eyes anymore. So I avoided those, but the colors that I picked up, I absolutely love. The shadows will come in little boxes like this. They're just very thin packaging, and then you would just open them up and there's a little sticker on the back. Last product here. I am trying the Zuzu Luxe. This is the liquid eyeliner, and it is again certified gluten-free, Leaping Bunny approved, and I've been using pencils. I love the Red Apple lipstick pencils, but I want to try a liquid eyeliner. This tip is absolutely fabulous. It has a very thin tip, almost like a felt tip application. I am wearing that. I'm not wearing any mascara. I'm just wearing this liner on the top of my eyes right now. I didn't put any underneath. I don't have any issue with it transferring. It's gluten-free, mineral-based. I'm not sure if it says waterproof, but I do not have any issue with it running or fading or anything like that. This has been an amazing product. I actually think this is more gentle on my eyes. I've been having a little trouble, pencils kind of tugging on my eyes, and I wasn't crazy about that anymore, so I decided to try this. I am really liking this. This is in the color Raven. I forgot to mention that. I hope you enjoy the Zuzu Luxe haul. Let me know if you have tried any of them. I would love to know what you thought, if you tried the ones that I've tried, anything you think I need to try. I will leave all the links for everything down below, so if you have seen something in this video and you're questioning where you can find it, or where, you know, exactly a little bit more information about it, if you want to go check out the company, I will link everything down below, or either it will pop up. I believe it's on the right side of your screen. I probably am pointing at the wrong side. I always do that. Hi guys, I wanted to give you a quick face of the day. I just finished filming. The products that I'm wearing right now are the Zuzu Luxe. I'm wearing it in D10 for the powdered foundation. I am not wearing any blush. I am wearing the Zuzu Luxe eyeliner in Raven, and I've just curled my lashes. I don't have any mascara or anything on them, but I love the way it makes my eyes look, or the lash line up top look fuller. I'm wearing their eyeshadow in Ritual, and also on the lips, I'm wearing Red Apple lipstick in Audrey, because I wanted to since I had a bolder eyeliner on, I wanted to keep the lips very natural. So that is everything that I'm wearing, and I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. See you in my next video. Bye guys.